Hello everyone, Lynn West here from West Writer Communications, and welcome back to my series on writing effective resumes. This week I'm going to be focusing on mechanics, and to do that I'm going to use a car analogy. We all know that a car needs to have oil, it needs to be made up of parts, and that it needs to be assembled in the right way to make it go. So talking about oil. Oil is a lubricant, right? It's what is used to make the vehicle run smoothly. And there's nothing that seizes a mental engine more than coming up against a gunky spelling error, and other punctuation things like dashes that aren't used properly. It's really, really important that before you submit your resume that you do all of your spell checking, or better yet, that you get somebody to take a look at, get another set of eyes on there, preferably somebody that has some editing experience to make sure that they catch those pesky errors before they land in recruiters' inbox. Your parts. What are parts? Things like contact info, your headlines, your qualifications, summary skills, your accomplishments, and your accomplishment statements. You want to make sure that they are SMART, which is the acronym for specific, measurable, action-based, results-based, and time-bound. You want to make sure that those parts are in really, really good shape and that they're the right parts for your vehicle. For assembly. Now, this is what I get asked about more than anything from my clients, is what is the right type of resume for me? And there are three types, and I'm going to talk about each one. First one is reverse chronology. And it is what it sounds like. It is a historical depiction of your education and your experience, starting with your most recent position and working its way back. Recruiters tend to like this type because it's the most common. They're familiar with it, and they can usually find what they're looking for very quickly, which is important because if you've read my blog, Does Your Resume Pass the 5-Second Test, you'll know that that's about how much time you have to make that important first impression. Cons, though, is it tends to emphasize gaps in your employment, or if you're undergoing a career change, it kind of makes that stand out. It can be a bit of a barrier. You may be better off looking at something like the second type of resume, which is a functional resume. It focuses on the job, and it also spotlights skills and abilities. It also can mask some of those gaps in professional experience, and it's good for job changers. The cons is that it may send up red flags to some recruiters. And the other thing is that ATS, or applicant tracking systems, don't necessarily scan this type of resume very well. Well, the third kind is a hybrid. It's a combo, and it highlights accomplishments, and it also has that historical story that goes along with it. It may minimize some employment gaps, and it's really great for career changes, but it's not so great for entry position people or for students. So which one is best? Well, no one size fits all, unfortunately. Your resume is driven by the job. It's driven by the inventory of skills that you have, your experience and education. So you just have to know which one fits and is more suitable to the type of job you're applying for. So quick review. I want to make sure that it's well lubricated, that you don't get stopped by gunky errors, that it has the right parts for your type of vehicle, and that it's assembled with care and strategy. Well, I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please give me a like below or a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And you can always find more tips at westwriter.today. Happy job hunting, everyone. Thank you.